Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. I'm so happy you joined us tonight. We have a great show for you. And what I want to share with you is the fact that an A team is really important. We'll get into that in just a minute. But thank you so much for joining me. We start on a Saturday, we roll through the week, and we finish up on a Friday with our master topic. Thank you for rejoining us, friends, colleagues, associates. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. And if you're coming back, watching us 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 a.m., 2 p.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 p.m., 12 midnight, 12 noon, whatever time you're watching us, thank you so much for coming back. Grab your smartphone, point over to the QR code like so. Touch the yellow ellipse when you see the little sign, which you'll see right when you point the phone there. You'll get the link tree, pull it right up on your phone, and help you guys become a better version of yourself. All right, we got our master topic. Let's get right into it, shall we, everyone? Here we go. Our master topic for today is, everyone ready? All right, how to build an A team. Now, we've been talking about A teams all week, all right? And so A teams are vital for your success. I mean, that's the truth. The problem when you don't have an A team is one person winds up doing all the work, or maybe you get confused on what you need to do. And when that happens, you're going to find out that things are not being done consistently the same way over and over again. And so when that happens, it's like you don't know how to reinvent the wheel, which you kept doing over and over and over again. And so the A team is great because the A team is a very strategic group that you put together for a common purpose or set of goals using procedures that you either start in the beginning or you start to refine as you go along the way. But people that are accountable for their actions, people that want to make a difference in the A team. And so when you have an A team, I mean, the A team is like the pinnacle. That's like the best you can get. You can't get any better than an A team. So the A team, your world, their world, meeting in the middle, how, when, and why. So when we say your world, so an A team actually helps your world be more efficient. It helps their world be more efficient. When somebody truly becomes part of an A team, this is a dynamic that I can't even explain to you. It becomes that powerful. That's what you heard me. I said it becomes that powerful. How powerful? I'm talking about really, really, really powerful. Now, that might sound a little crazy, but the truth of the matter is, it's not crazy. It's not crazy at all. So, what then are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that people need an A team. Okay. And when people have an A team, they will find that there's so much more that they can do that they didn't even know existed. That's pretty amazing, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me. And so, how is it that an A team functions? Well, an A team functions by doing the same things over and over and over again. All right. And they have a process for how they work. But the neat thing about an A team is that it's a very efficient, oiled machine. I mean, that's the truth about an A team. It is very well oiled, and it helps you to get whatever you need to get done over and over and over again. Now, you might say to me, "Hey, John, I'm not sure how to do X or how to do Y or how to do Z." I get it, but I will tell you that you can make a big difference in your life when you start to understand what an A team is. But an A team doesn't just start like out of the blue. All right. It doesn't start out of the blue. Why? because you have to understand what makes an A team first. You have to understand what makes an A team first. If you don't know what makes an A team, ladies and gentlemen, then how the heck are you ever going to be able to do anything in your life? Right? How are you going to do anything in your life if you don't know how to have an A team? I mean, that's what I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a little bit of effort, right? It takes a little bit of effort to build an A team. But once you build an A team, oh my gosh, it's like your world will just open up for you. Your world will just open up. And you might be saying to me, hey, John, how is that possible? It's because people are all working together and they're going to become so, how can I say, on board with everything you're doing. And they're going to want to make that team as efficient as possible. Okay? They're going to want to make that team as efficient as possible. But how does that work, John? Like, how? I think the biggest thing to understand is that A teams are set up to help people. Okay? They are set up to help people. But if you don't understand the concept of what an ATM is and how an ATM should work, it's easy for you to get lost. It's so easy that you'll be like, "Huh? Why am I lost? Like, what's going on?" And it's not bad. It just comes down to the point that maybe you are trying to build an A team and you've never built one before. So we said that A teams are built to help you grow your world. That's why A teams are built. They're built to grow your world. That's why an A team is built. Okay. Help you be more efficient. Okay. That's why an A team is built. A teams are built for that purpose. That's right. I said they're built for that purpose. That purpose might sound crazy to you, but the truth of the matter is, an A team is going to take you to the top of your game. It's going to allow you to create things that you didn't even know were possible before. Why? An A team is a very strategic, organized machine, if you will. Okay? But it's comprised of people. And I will tell you that an A team will make a big, big difference in your life. But don't think you're just going to grab an A team and just build it like in 24 hours because it doesn't work like that. You got to figure out the purpose for the A team. You've got to recruit the right people. You've got to get the right culture on board. Once you've done all that, then it's very important that you keep an A team going because a lot of people say to me, hey, John, I got this A team. It's great. But, you got to maintain an A team, ladies and gentlemen. An A team doesn't just like progress on its own. You have to keep the A team people motivated. You have to keep the processes working. I also mentioned that you can use something like Robert's rules. I talked about that before. And Robert's rules are great because when you use Robert's rules, everyone wants to be a part of what you're doing. All right. Everyone wants to be a part of it. Why? Because people need to know how to run a meeting in the most efficient and ethical manner. All right. The most efficient, ethical manner. But if you can't run a meeting in the most efficient, ethical manner, what happens? Well, the meeting misses points. Things don't get covered at that meeting. All right. For whatever reason, people just they miss the boat. Why? It's simple. There's no way of having a checks and balancings. No one's dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It's just like, well, whatever happens, happens. And that's not really great, is it? No. So if it's not really great, then how do you keep an A team on track? Well, the procedures need to be written down. That's number one. They have to be written down. And in addition to being written down, you have to make sure everyone takes ownership and that they know what their role is, their responsibility is. If they understand their role, their responsibility, chances are they're probably going to do a good job. But don't presume that. You have to make sure that they understand their roles. Things like the culture, accountability, knowing how to speak, when to speak, how to open emotion, how to bring thoughts up to challenge emotion, because we want to have feedback, but we want to have it done in a very consistent manner so that it's ethical and fair for everyone. And we also want to make sure that we track and we document everything we're doing in the meeting. Why? Because if we don't track what we're doing in the meeting, we are going to miss a point. I mean, we're just going to miss it. And once we start taking that wrong turn, oh my gosh, we're just going to be like, off the trail. And there's no way to ever get back on that trail. There's no way to ever get back on that trail. No way. So, how do you handle this? Realize that building an A team should start very, very slowly. All right. It should start very, very slowly. And when it starts slowly, I will tell you that it's about you making a choice, ladies and gentlemen. And that choice is to have the best team that you can have. Now, you've probably been on teams before, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, or a plethora of other sports. A team's mission usually is to win. But how do you win? What are the plays? What do you do? An A team is the same thing. You want to win, but we also want to make sure that we're not, biting off our neck or kicking ourselves in the back. We want to make sure that we're doing things in a very logical, sequenced fashion that can be repeated over and over and over and over again. If you don't do this, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have problems. I mean, you're just going to have problems. That's the best thing that I can tell you. You will have problems. It's not an if, it's a guarantee. So making sure and taking time to see that everyone in your group understands how it's going to work. When you bring new people in, make sure that they shadow someone before they actually start being part of the actual discussions, and make sure that you match skills. So if somebody has a lower skill, you need to bring someone up so that they can compensate that. We want to use the team to minimize its weaknesses and maximize its strengths in the most professional, ethical, and of course, non-descending and rude manner. We want to realize that everyone at that meeting has a purpose. And if you get that, you get the whole purpose of why we have A teams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you. It's an amazing week. I hope you have appreciated the value of what an A team does, because when you understand that, you can go to heights beyond your imagination. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel. Definitely comment below. Yes. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. Go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MLAY Space Serial Entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase, help keep your content free. Make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or a savory plate for a nice dessert. Either way, we'll be grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, impactful content to empower you to change your life. I'll be back tomorrow with another massive topic. I can't wait to share it with you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.